To Texas now, El Paso police are investigating a mass shooting at a local Walmart.
This is now one of the top 10 deadliest mass shootings in U.S. history.
It's a wildly anti-immigrant manifesto. It's 3 pages of hatred.
After killing 23 people at that Walmart back in 2019. Earlier this year, he pleaded guilty to nearly 50 federal hate crime charges, making it one of the U.S. government's largest hate crime cases.
I remember hearing the news, seeing it live on TV as it unfolded. You know, we just stayed glued to the TV all day.
And it was eye-opening to me as they kept giving information out about someone who drove that far to create this act of hatred. And it was focused on people that we know in the community and love.
We are in the final stages of wrapping up the August 3rd memorial, just in time for the 5th anniversary of the mass shooting tragedy here in El Paso. This is a project that I think a lot of staff has really invested a lot of emotion and time into. And we're just excited to be able to unveil this for the public, for the victims' families, for this entire community, as a way to just sort of heal and process what we've been through over the last 5 years. There are already memorials throughout the community. The county's done one. There are some that the private sector have done. This project was initiated at the request of City Council during discussions about how the city could commemorate the 5th anniversary of the tragedy. Our public art process kicks in which staff works with artist selection panels as well as the Public Art Committee to select an artist, have that artist present their ideas to the community, refine that concept, and then come back to get approval for their final design as it begins to get implemented. Knowing the motivation behind those events, we knew that we had to have a local artist. We also wanted to make sure that that artist was Latino or Latina.
I had never done anything like this, and I wanted to not only just challenge myself, but also give back in a meaningful way to our community. And I've been doing a lot of art murals just to give back in that sense. So my overall role is the design of the memorial itself, and collaborated with architects to help, landscape it and design and give it a more feel of completion. It's about, giving power back to the people who lost their power that day. So that's why it was significant that the overall design had some kind of meaning behind it, and that's why it's in the shape of a crown.
The crown is not just about royalty, but oftentimes about salvation and about empowerment. And so some people may not realize that that crown's there. For us, we're excited about that because it is a symbol of this community and our resilience, our power, our dignity, and everything we stand for in the face of hatred and bigotry that led to the awful events of that day.
The purpose of Creative Kids in our mission is basically to use art as a tool for education, for building kids up in their self-esteem, and reach their full potential that they have. The Resiliency art program was created with partnering with the United Way, working with kids not only in a therapeutic process, but utilizing art to kind of create that bridge of trust, create a relationship where they could relax and focus on something else, but also get out some of the feelings that they go through. They sign up, they're sent to us, and then we enroll them, and these are kids from the community, family members, or they were associated in some way with the tragedy that happened at Walmart. We've seen great growth out of that partnership. We've been doing it for 5 years, and the work now has expanded to working with adults. Over the time that we spent in the last 5 years, I've seen these kids grow up. I've seen their families come in with pride and being happy. And the artwork isn't really reflective. I'm not trying to give curriculum or work things that are bringing out these emotions. I think it was more about a healing process of people coming together and communicating, the bridges of trust that were between the instructors and the kids in the team. And that's what I see. I see some kids that came in here a little bit not feeling good about themselves and some of the things that were happening around them. And I've seen them kind of elevate in the last 5 years. So that's what's made me feel good. At the beginning, it was a learning experience for all of us. But I think, being with the kids and doing something good together it's beneficial to all of us. And we're very grateful that we had that opportunity.
Art is very powerful, and that's why I think it's our responsibility as artists to have a positive message. With the power it holds, I choose to spread positivity.
The border is a beautiful place, and it's made up of many cultures and different people. That's why it's so good and great. Art has always been a way to educate and inform. It also is a mark of history, so when we see murals or public art around town, it lets us know what has happened before us and what's happening now.